It is about 7:15 in the morning, and we're getting ready for event number 2 of the year. Event number 3, or it's event number 3. Event number 2 was canceled, so no footage from that. We're gonna take the RAV4 today, which means all of our stuff has to fit back here. All right, it's actually not a bad amount of room. Doesn't hold much, but should be enough. This actually isn't bad at all. Wasn't sure it was all gonna fit, but all we got is 2 chairs, a couple other small handhold things, and we're good to go. Oh yeah, and the helmets. All right, only 2 run groups today. So I'm getting ready to go line up a grid now. I did want to show you guys cool stuff I got. Stickers, or not stickers, magnets. Never Ending Project Garage car magnets from Vistaprint, like 15 bucks for 2 of them, which is pretty sweet. And Hope has her own number, which is 807. All right, let's get set up. So on this day, I made a little bit of a mistake. Well, not necessarily a mistake, but I went on some forums and read what tire pressures other Spyder owners were running during Autocross, and it seemed that running 32 front, 36 in the rear was pretty well liked. And the stock tire pressures are 26, 32. So I ran 32, 36, but you know, I'm kind of new to this, so I wasn't burping my tires in between runs. I just set them at the gas station on the way here, and then that was it. But I think that tire pressures were possibly too high, because a combination of that and the dusty parking lot meant I was squealing tires and the car was pushing really hard in all the corners, which meant I was overdriving a lot of the time. It's kind of hard to tell from the video because the tires aren't squealing that bad, but it felt like these were driving a lot closer to where my old tires used to drive, where the car is very, very capable, but the tires were just rolling over and I couldn't push it as fast as I wanted to. Now, of course, you know, I'm most of the bottleneck here. Like, if the car isn't getting around the track quickly, I know most of the improvement needs to come from me, but in my quest to get better, I think I may have overdone it with the tire pressures, because I think I hurt myself more than necessary, and I definitely did not feel like I had as much control over the car as I did in the past. So I'm going to work on the tire pressures for the next Autocross, but beyond that, this run right here is the first time I have hit cones that actually impacted how I did overall. So I haven't been aggressive enough to hit many cones in the past, but now I'm starting to hit them, and you'll see a lot probably at the next Autocross too. But this overall was a pretty good run, except for the cones. Of course, I'm not left foot braking like I need to be. I clipped a cone there, but I did feel like all of this went pretty well, except I'm still not downshifting to first when I get to things like these barrels here, because it feels like it takes too much time to do that and then keep going. But of course that leads to me having to lug the car out of second gear, so didn't do that well either. Well, I don't think I drove amazingly well today. The parking lot was pretty gravelly compared to the first Autocross I did with the RE71s. So I think I was expecting them to have more grip than they did. But besides that, I need to start working on my left foot braking more. It's a little bit of an awkward position in the pedal box on this car for someone of my height. But mostly I think I'm just not used to it. So I need to start practicing that more, because I think that really would have helped me today. I think I definitely gave up about a second or so on corners. I could have braked later on, or combined, you know, trail braking with gas, something like that. I've never really done it because it's kind of hard to do in this car, like to get my feet in the right position, but better start practicing it, because I think that's the point I need to start getting to, is where I can start doing stuff like that to get around the course faster. But overall, it wasn't a bad day of driving. I mean, any day of driving is pretty fun, but it wasn't a bad day. But I don't think I really drove my best, but I've got the car all set up now. I've got Hope's numbers on it. So I think she's about done working. I'll go meet up with her, and then it's her turn to drive.
With a 56.600, our fast time of the day.
I don't want to sound too analytical. Both Hope and I still had a great time. You know, a subpar day of racing is still better than a lot of other days. So we both had a great time. We know we want to work on for the next autocross, which is going to be at an old airstrip, which should be really fun, should be really, really fast. So thank you everybody for watching. Let me know if you like the slightly longer autocross format. I'm considering doing an even longer one for the next one, and I'll see you guys next time.